So, I'm doing the Rhinoptera banasis, or in other words, the cownose ray. So, to get started, the cownose ray is a type of stingray, and it varies from color. It's either light brown or dark brown. The bottom of it, the stomach, I guess you could say, is whitish white, sometimes yellowish white. It is the shape of a diamond. Um, and when it is first born, it is about 14 inches. That's 36 centimeters. The maximum size that has ever been seen of this type of ray is 84 inches. 200, that's 213 centimeters. Just in comparison, it's about the size of a Subway footlong when it is first born. At its biggest size, the cownose ray is about the size of that tall guy right there. He is 7 feet, but the biggest one spotted is 7 feet and 34 inches. So, although this type of ray does not have bone in their tail, the bone goes from the nose to the end of the body, they are still poisonous. And back in the 1600s, a man named Captain John, he was a settler and an explorer. He learned about the sting of the ray the hard way. One day he was battling one. He was trying to catch some food, and he was trying to capture this ray. So he tried to stab it with his sword, and it fought back. So what it did is stung. It stung Captain John, and after that, he was poisoned, obviously, and the pain was so unbearable that his crew, were convinced that he was dying. So they dug a grave for him, but it ended up being okay. By the end of the night, John was okay. He felt fine, and they all gathered to eat the stingray that they captured. And to this day, the point where this happened is still known today as the Stingray Point. The scientific name of cownose ray is as follows. It is right there. Yeah. So the cownose ray swims around in the Atlantic Ocean. It swims around in the eastern side along the shores of Mauritania, Senegal, and Guinea, and also in the western side, going from north to south, from all the way from New England to Florida, and then all around the Gulf of Mexico, and then it goes all the way to Brazil. They swim around at about 72 feet deep, which is 22 meters. They move south in the late fall, and it's suggested that what influences this is the solar orientation, while in the late spring they move north due to the water temperature cooling below 22 degrees Celsius. So primarily what they eat are mollusks, which is basically like snails, and other prey items. It can include crustaceans, mollusks, which I already said, crabs, lobsters. And how they basically bring this prey in is they use a combination of stirring motions with their pectoral fins, while sucking in water and sand and whatever goes in to basically create a vacuum so that the prey gets sucked in. And all the sand that they suck in goes out through their gills, so it's fine. They don't choke or whatnot. And eventually the food is in their mouths. Now, to go on to reproduction. The gestation period of a cownose ray is believed to be about 11 to 12 months, although some evidence shows that they might have two gestation periods, which last either 5 to 6 months each. Some mating behavior that exists between these species is when a female does not want to mate, she sticks out her fins outside of the water to avoid mating. And that is it. The cownose ray.